So once I got up to Booker T. Washington High School is where I really met Charlie Wilson and others right there. We all got together and formulated our high school band up in there.
Wow. So, yeah, the brothers Wilson, Robert. Yeah, you were with
Yeah,
the.
well, what happened with Gap Band, well, it's a long story. Charlie Wilson was in my band at the
Okay.
time.
Right.
I had a band that I started called the Liberators, which was a big 7, 8, 9 piece band. Charlie was in my band, and we were in high school playing for our teachers, and people, civic people around. We were in nightclubs, man. Wasn't even supposed to be in there playing.
Mhm.
Charlie was sitting at the keyboards playing keyboards, and I was playing bass, and some other of our classmates and stuff playing. We were supposed to be chaperoned and stuff like that, but we were acting like bad boys. We was asking some of the older guys to buy us drinks and stuff. They would buy us a drink and set it on the table over there, and
Right.
we go over there and sip the drink and get back up on stage. We were too young, man.
Yeah.
We were
We all
we
did stuff like that. Yeah.
we're doing that kind of stuff, getting bottles of wine, drinking it, and playing on break and stuff. So we were doing that, and we would go to school the next day, and the teachers were walking the hall. They were in the club that night, and they said, "Boy, you guys sure sounded good last night. You sound you sounded real good, man. Y'all was jamming." And
Right.
so we were saying, yeah, we was going to sleep, getting the girls to do our homework and stuff, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Me and Charlie and all of that. And so from that point on, we just loved music, man. We just loved Charlie and Melvin Dino Vice, which was a horn player. They became drum majors at Booker T. Washington High School back in 1971. And I was in the class of 72 back then. So I was a year behind them. So I
Okay.
played with the older guys, and Charlie was in my band. And the Gap Band was a 9 piece group at one time before it became the Wilson Brothers. It was 9 piece group. They played across the street at a club called the International. We
Mhm.
were at a club called the Gallery Supper Club. The Liberators were with Charlie Wilson. And Ronnie Wilson would come into the Gallery Supper Club, sit back in the back with his arms crossed, and just be upset because we had all the people. We had the crowd. We were the
Right.
young guys, Joe. We was
Yeah.
the young guys, and we were drawing in all the people because we were playing all of that new music. Charlie was singing Stevie Wonder songs and Donny Hathaway music, and we were playing Kool in the Gang in Chicago and stuff like that, and all of those type of songs, Shaft and you name it. We were playing it in this club that was jam packed that nobody could get into it. They were Gap Band was across the street, and they really didn't have anybody in there at that time.
Mm.
That was a 9 piece Gap Band.
Right.
They had just got off a tour with Leon Russell,
Oh, okay.
because they went on tour with Leon Russell. Leon took them out as his band on tour,
Mhm.
so they were opening up for Rolling Stones and other people like that. So, but what happened was Ronnie decided to take Charlie from my band, and that's
Okay.
what he did. He offered Charlie $50 more to come across the street and join his band after he got through playing with my band, because we were kids. We had to get to bed so we could go to school. So we did an early set, like from 7 to maybe like 9 or 10. And then Gap Band did a set like from 10 to 3 or 4 in the morning playing at that club.
Mhm.
And what ended up happening, Charlie was going back and forth, pushing his organ across the street. That's what he
Mhm.
would do. Push
Yeah.
the organ across the street over there with the Gap Band.
Wow.
And he is playing with the Gap Band.